Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate. It is time for my handmade holiday gift guide of the year. I did this video last year and that video was so much fun to make and I feel like other people liked it, so I thought I would do one for this year. I will say all of the projects from that video are still applicable and I wish I could like include them in this video too, but I didn't want to do any repeats, so if you want more ideas, check out that video. Same thing with last year's. I didn't want to do anything too intricate, but also nothing that requires too much sizing because I feel like that gets complicated. Okay, let's just get started. I think I'm gonna start off with my favorite thing in this list because it's in line to be my next project and I'm so excited to make them, and I'm also gonna film a whole video on it, but it's felted clogs. Guys, I am so excited. I've never felted anything before, so it'll be definitely a journey. It's gonna be some experimentation is what I'm trying to say, but I think these are such a good gift. But seriously, who wouldn't want a pair of wool slippers for Christmas? Like, I feel like it's just a solid gift that anyone would be happy with. I saw a video on TikTok of someone doing this. She had all of her friends over that she made the clogs for to do a felting day, so everyone was kind of like hanging out, and then in order to felt something you have to wet it and then put it in the dryer or like add heat to it. So while everyone was like hanging out, she was just like having them try on, and like she would felt them up until they fit their shoe size, and it just seemed like such a fun cozy day activity that would be cool to do with friends or family. Like basically what you do is you knit like a huge slipper or like a huge sock, and then it shrinks up when it felts. You could give them the huge sock as a joke and then like have them around while you felt it to their foot, and that kind of like takes the guesswork out of what their shoe size is if you don't know what it is, so that's another good option. Or you could just use like standard measurements for shoe sizes too. I just think like having a felting day would be so fun, and it is just like the perfect time of the year to make clogs. And I'm gonna make a sample pair for myself first. So this is the yarn that I bought for it, because you need 100% wool but not super wash wool because you want it to be able to felt in the washer. So this is Plymouth yarn Galway. I have a few patterns saved. You can have like more of a square toe or more of a round toe. I kind of really like the square toe for some reason, so I'm gonna use this pattern. It's literally just called Basics by Cindy Pillon. Next is dried flower bouquets, which I should probably get on like soon because it does take a while for flowers to dry out, but I love drying flowers. I feel like it adds such a rustic element to a space. You could also gift it with a cool thrifted vase. I always dry my baby's breath, and this is what it looks like dried. This I have had for like over a year and it still just looks like that. I also bought these dried flowers from the farmer's market, and I just really like dried flowers as decor, and I feel like it would be fun to go pick out flowers either from a florist that sells stems or just like Trader Joe's honestly has a great flower selection. I'll put in some inspo pics for arrangements that I really like. I know straw flowers, eucalyptus, baby's breath, and lavender are all really good flowers to dry, but definitely do a little research on the types of flowers that you want. You really just have to hang them upside down in like a dark room for like 2 to 4 weeks, I think. I'm not an expert on it at all. I think you can also dry them in the microwave or the oven, but I also pressed a bunch of wildflowers earlier this year that I was gonna use to like put together little bookmarks or something. So I have like all of these that I dried, and I dried in my flower press that I got from my best friend Shay. She is actually like the queen of gifts and handmade gifts. She gives the best gifts, and she made me a wood burn flower press, so I guess I'll just like put that in here because I think that's a great idea. But speaking of my friend Shay, who does a lot of gardening and stuff, I'm gonna make her a harvest apron, which I think is a great gift for anyone in your life that likes to garden. I actually got this idea from this book. It has like this, and I think it's so cute. It's basically just like a big kangaroo pouch, so when you're out in the garden harvesting things, you can just like throw them in this big pouch. You could also slip like different tools in them, but so a harvest apron I think is such a great idea. Even just like a regular kitchen apron. I made my mom an apron for Mother's Day. That was kind of like an Anthropologie dupe. Also, I know I talk about dyeing all the time on the channel, and I just need to like try it out. If you have anyone in your life that knits and crochets, I feel like it would be really fun to do some dyeing experiments in your kitchen. And you can use onion skins, red onion skins, avocados, black beans, turmeric, coffee. There's a lot of kitchen waste and food ingredients that you can use to dye, so if you want to give it a shot, I feel like that's a good option. I definitely will be doing some dyeing experiments in the next couple of weeks. Side note, for the harvest apron, you could do like a white fabric and then dye it with like a natural dye. That would take it like a step further. But yeah, just some natural dyed yarn. I'll link some videos down below that I've watched pushed about natural dyeing. I started collecting onion skins, you guys, and I've been asking all my friends to collect onion skins too, but you need like so much of it. So maybe like make some French onion soup and like save all the onion skins. This is kind of a given, but just cute Christmas ornaments. Here's a few that I really like from this year. I like a good candy cane, maybe some crochet ones. I taught a knitting ornament class last year that had like a mini sweater. We did crochet bells with like the little bell in it. We did little hats and we did wreaths. I think I'll be teaching that one again this year, which is super exciting, but just a good gift. And maybe gift like everyone in your family the same ornament every year, so then everyone has like a little piece of each year. Next is kind of broad as well. It's keychains. The Jane Birkin effect has been huge this year, where people just are decking out their bags with like little keychains and stuff. And I think it would be cool to make one specific to a person in your life and kind of customize it to them. Maybe slowly collect little things from antique shops or like thrift stores. I just think that's such a thoughtful idea, especially if it's very tailored to that person. You can also make something to represent like a big part of their year. This is funny, but I'm looking at this lip gloss right now and my mom made me this little keychain and put like fun charms that she thought that I would like. Unfortunately, the middle schoolers at Sephora were right, and the Summer Fridays lip balm is like so good. I'm obsessed with this croissant one for some reason, and I'm probably gonna make one for myself. Next is a knit book sleeve slash tablet cover, which brings me into the sponsor of this video, Hooks and Needles. Hooks and Needles is a company that provides crafters who love to knit or crochet with monthly subscription boxes. They come with easy to follow instructions for beginners, but they also have diverse project options to encourage skill development for even experienced crafters. They have boxes centered around knitting, crocheting, and amigurumi. Each box comes with high quality yarns from Europe, essential tools and notions to complete the projects, and a magazine with several different patterns that can be made from the supplies in the box, all conveniently delivered to your doorstep in just 2 to 6 days. My favorite part of the boxes is everything that you need to complete the projects that they give you is already in the box. So you don't have to put the guesswork into like how much yarn you'll need or what needles you'll need. You can simply just start and focus on learning a new skill. And if you find yourself struggling keeping up with the subscriptions, you can pause anytime and resume once you're ready to start your next project, making the subscription factor hassle-free. And also the best part is they've started to make video tutorials for each one of these projects that you can access for free with your box. That is so amazing, because for me, I'm a visual learner and I need to like see someone else do something, and I feel like a lot of other people are like that too. So this is the one that came in this month's box. It uses such a cool stitch that I've never used before, so I'm really excited to learn and like kind of build my skills. And they're also rolling out fun bundles for Black Friday and Christmas, so keep an eye out for that. Right now you can click the link in my description and use the code minigru20 for 20% off your first subscription box. So get yourself the gift that keeps on giving, the Hooks and Needles subscription boxes. Get one for a friend so you guys can do it together. Definitely check out Hooks and Needles, and thanks to them for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back into it. Next is beeswax food wraps. You can buy like a big 2-pound bag of beeswax on Amazon and just melt it down and coat any scrap fabric that you may have. Basically just like reusable plastic wrap. I feel like that's very useful and a good way to use up fabric scraps, along with also making these cool bento bags. These are super easy to sew and make. You could even hand sew them if you really wanted to, but you can store pretty much anything in them. You can store makeup, you can store produce, you can store your craft projects, really anything, and you can even like wrap your gifts in the bento bags. Just an idea to use up any scrap fabric. And then one more scrap fabric type of gift is a customized jellycat. I saw this on Pinterest the other day. Guys, this is so cute, especially with like the obsession with jellycats recently. You're never too old for a stuffed animal. I love stuffed animals. So this person sewed fabric into the ears and then the feet of the jellycat bunny. You can do a fabric that you think the person would like, or something that kind of relates to them, or you could also make pillowcases and then match the fabric to their pillowcases. I saw that too, and that was really cute. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a jellycat, it could be any stuffed animal, and just like customize it. Next is a pair of yoga socks. I love making socks, but the labor that goes into them is a little bit much sometimes. So I find that yoga socks are like a more achievable gift during the holiday time, because you pretty much are just skipping like the heel and the toe. And the reason why they're called yoga socks is because you can like grip with your feet on the mat, but you can also wear them like over socks. But if you're really intimidated by socks and you still want to make something like that, definitely give yoga socks a try, because you pretty much just skip the hardest parts, and it's not too hard, and then you can definitely get them done in time to gift to the person you're giving them to. I'm using the Jan yoga socks pattern for the ones that I'm making right now. I also found a pattern where you can knit them flat and then sew them up, and it also uses a chunkier yarn. Really just something versatile that I find not too difficult. Next is a crochet or knit throw pillow. I think I actually had this on my last year's list, but this one is different because I want to specifically shout out the Wisteria pillow pattern, which is just like this little flower. I think it's the cutest thing ever, and it's super popular. Like, I saw it all over Pinterest and stuff. I've bought the pattern, but I haven't made it yet, but I definitely want to make it because I feel like that would be a good gift for like a friend. But here is a few others for inspiration too. Wait, I'm so excited about this next one because it's a heating pad, like to put over your eyes or like anywhere on your body, because now that it's getting cold, I have this little heating pad that I warm up in the microwave, and I get in bed and I put it near me so I'm nice and toasty before I go to bed. But it's so small, it's tiny, and I want a big one. So I actually found these like eye pillows that you can put, I think you put like flax or rice. I'll link a few down below, but I feel like this is a great gift. It's kind of like something to encourage someone to pamper themselves a little bit and like take time out of their day to relax. Specifically the ones that are in the shape of the heart is supposed to be great for like putting on your body because it like drapes on your body well, and you can like put it over your eyes. And you can include this in a basket with like essential oils or some type of like spa day kit. Encourage people to relax because the holidays are a really stressful time for a lot of people, and like we all need a little bit of pampering. And then I also have 2 food items. So I have granola. Love making granola at home. It's actually very, very simple. You just have to kind of be patient with it in the oven. You can make a few big batches and like put them in mason jars and give them to people for Christmas. It's just so good and so easy. And then also something you can make for food is compound butter. So you could make like a cinnamon butter and honey butter, apple butter, or if you wanted to do something more savory, you could do like lemon and herbs, Cajun butter, cilantro lime. Just be creative. And you can also put instructions that you can freeze it if they can't use it up fast enough, and that's like so easy. But like the extra time that you put in like chopping up all the herbs or like mixing it together, I feel like people don't often just do that themselves, you know? So it is kind of a thoughtful gift. Again, my lighting got so crazy in here because the sun went down so early, and I'll probably see or think of more handmade gifts. If I do, I might write like a little Substack gift guide. If you guys are interested in that, maybe that won't include like all handmade stuff, but just like a gift guide in general. Let me know of any handmade gifts that you guys are thinking of making for the holidays. You guys had some really good ideas last year too, so I'm excited to hear your guys' ideas. Also, let me know your favorite one from this list or any of them that you're thinking of trying out, and let me know how it goes. I don't know if I'll get around to doing all of these this year, but we're gonna try. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, make sure you subscribe. I have a lot of fun videos coming out I'm so excited for, including the clog video. Follow me on Instagram at minigru.studios. Other than that, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!